Hi everyone, welcome to Karen from sillycrafts.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I thought I'd bring you this card today. I'm not going to make the same card, but I'm going to make something similar. Now, I took inspiration for this and cased it from Karen Egan from Craftykarendesigns. She's on YouTube, and this is called a Dutch barn fold card. You can't really see it when you stand it up. The top lifts up like that, and then you've got like barn doors here. So when it stands up, you can't really see it, but when it stands up like that, it just stands up and it's brilliant. It's so easy to make, and I thought I'd share it with you today. I don't know if I'm going to put on stuff on the front. I'm just going to show you how to make it, and I'll see if I come up with something. I do need to make a card for somebody else, but I'm not too sure what to put on it yet, so let's see how we go. Oh, for this one I used is it Night and Navy? I think I used Pacific, no, it wasn't Pacific Point, it was Night and Navy. Night of Navy. I've used some gold foil. Well, actually it's brass, this one, brass foil, because it's out of the World of Good suite, and the paper comes from the World of Good suite. These sayings I took from the family party, and these are from the new letter dies, and I just stuck them onto adhesive sheets and cut them out. And this, I can't remember which one this one's from. It might have been Peaceful Moments. I'm not 100% sure. This is what happens when you make a card and use too many stamps. This is out of Game On, and inside this is out of Whiskey Business, and this one is out of the new one, Many Mates. So let's see how we go. Right, see if I can follow Karen's instructions again. I did quite well with the first one. So for this one, I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, some silver foil, and these are the papers out of, they were out last year. Let me just see what they're called. I think it's frosted something it's called, just bear with me. Oh, Feels Like Frost, and these come in 6x6 sheets. One side is all silver, and the other side they've got designs on. I do have a few here. So this has got like, they're like dandelions when you've blown all the things off. That's one with snowflakes on, and these are like trees, and then you've got like different designs on the back. I haven't got many of them because I did use quite a few up last year, but they have been brought back this year because I think they're a good seller. Right, so to start with, we need to cut this 11 by 5. If I can open my trimmer up. Right. So I'm just going to cut a bit off the bottom. So I want 11 inches by 5 inches. And we are actually going to score this at 7. So if I put it down at 7, and then make sure I don't cut it off, which I've done in the past. Let's give it a score. So that's one piece of card, and then the other pieces of card, you need 2 at 3 by 3.5. So I'm just going to, actually I'll do the 3.5 first. And that one at 3.5. And then just make sure we've got that on 3. I think it was on a smidgen off of it. And make sure you get it right way round. Like that. And then also, while we've got these out, that doesn't look very straight to me actually. It isn't very straight. Just a little dibby. Right, so while we've got these out, on the 3 side, and let me look at my other one. It is that way, isn't it? Yeah, so on the 3 side, you want to score it at 1/2 inch. So take it down to 2.5 there, and that's your score line. To make sure I've got it round the right way, because I did it round the wrong way before when I was doing the original one. Right, and that's all the scoring we need to do. So we'll fold them in a minute. Then we also need a right, for the roof of the card, we need 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. So we do 3 3/4 first, and then we want 4 3/4. That's one. And then the paper we need 4.5 by 3.5. So we need the 3.5 on this side. You have to, if you're using directional paper, you have to make sure you get it the right way round for what you need. So this needs to be 4.5. So yeah, so when I do my others, I've got to make sure the stripes go the right way. So I need 3.25 by 2.25. Right, so we go this way. So 2.25 by 3.25. Oh. Right, that's the 2 doors. And then the paper, we need 3 by 2. Now let's just see, I don't think this is long enough, this one. Let me just check. No, because I want the stripes to go down. So I want it at 2.25 that way. So it's easy if you hold your door to make sure you get your stripes going the right way. So I want it 2 by 3. By 3. And that one's already 2 by 3, so that's pretty good. So have them like that. So that's that bit done. So that's the roof and the doors done. And then for inside, I need a piece that is 6 3/4. Oops. 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then we need a white layer, which I forgot to get, but I can just reach up and get one, so that's no problem. Well, hopefully I can, if I can find it. Oops. To get a new pack out because that's thick, so that's no good. Chop all my bases up, so when I need a big piece I have to reach up and get some, but look, it's not far away now from when I was upstairs. Right. There we go, sorted. So this needs to be 6.5 which is just there, 6.5 by 4.5. That should be all our bits that we need for now. Let's pop them out of the way. It's really simple to do this, and just give you score lines of burnish. I think the trickiest bit I found with this was sticking the doors on, trying to make sure I got them level. Right, and then we also need the trio punch, and we're just going to round the corners of this on that one and that one. I'm just wondering if in Holland barns look like this, and that's why it's called a Dutch barn fold. Right, and we're also going to round the bottom corners on the long side, and the same with the paper. Just have to make sure you've got it in straight like that. That's fine, and that's all the rounding we have to do. So that's going to layer up like that on there. So, and we're going to stick the doors on first. Just put them over there. Now, for this, you can use your Stampin' Seal. So I've got the new Stampin' Seal Plus. Well, I've got a little confession to make. This actually had Stampin' Seal in it. I did have a Stampin' Seal Plus, and I lost it. So my refill, my Stampin' Seal Plus refill is in here. And the reason I'm using this is because when you're doing projects, this sticks a bit better. That's what it's made for, is for 3D projects. It's got like individual little strips on it. Let's do this one. Apparently it's like the old fast fuse, which was before my time. Oops. See, I've got bits of my paper now. Should have got my silicone craft mat out. I'm just going to get that off there because I'll end up sticking it to everything. Right, now the easiest way I found to do this last time was to put this flat and then get your card and line it up with a score mark, but don't press down until you're happy with it. There we go, and same with this one. And then when you're happy it's lined up, then you can give it a press. And there we go. See how I've got that one quite straight. I pressed it down too much now. Yep. Nope. I did this last time. Right, let's just try it again. Oops. There we go. I think that'll be okay this time. Yes, that's better. It's going to run my bone fodder on there because the edges look like I've probably cut it upside down. Right, now to hide this bit is where we bring in this layer like that. So it just hides those a little bit, and then the stamping layer, it's going to go on there. So I'm going to put this down now. I'm going to use my wet glue on this one, I think. That's Hombo. Just thought I'd bring the Stampin' Seal Plus out just to give it a go, but I probably will use that on the foil because I think it'll stick better. But this one I can just waggle it about till I'm happy with it, which is like that. I'm not going to put that in for a minute in case I decide to do some stamping. I haven't decided yet. So I could have probably got that one a bit straighter, but it's coming together. So we'll do this bit next, and I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal on this one. I've not got the hang of this quite yet. That's it. I'm sure I'll get there. And then you just need to line it up where you want it. Think about there. Should really use my grid paper to line things up. There we go. Use the wet glue on here because I can just move it if I need to. There we go. That's that done. And then just the doors. I'll do the same with these. Put a bit of this on. Oh, it is really sticky. I'm sure that I'll find a knack to it eventually. Took me a while. I got sent a complimentary fast fuse by my upline before it went discontinued, and it took me a while to get used to that, and then by the time I did get used to it, it retired. Which is typical. Oh, this isn't shining too much, but there we go. Bit of glue on these. And then just line it up. So you've got like a equal distance behind it. And the same with this. Right. Try and line up the tops and the bottoms, and then it doesn't look skew-whiff. So there's the basic layout of our card. So the next thing I'm going to do is decide about the sentiment, and I did have some strips for that. I don't want layers, I want strippy bits. And my strippy bits have disappeared. There they are. I knew they were somewhere. So I've got some strips. These are like when I've cut my cardstock up and I have a bit left. So I think we'll stamp in Gorgeous Grape. Do like Gorgeous Grape. And let's have a look. Now I've got, this is a new stamp set I've got, which I think is quite nice. So it is in the like the autumn winter catalogue, but you can use it all year round because it's got like happy birthday wishes, a little treat for someone sweet, ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, especially for you, thank you for coming, and happy Halloween. I really like the rings in this, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to do the birthday wishes for you. And as you can see, I haven't stuck my stickers on yet. That's going to be a job for me later. There it is, birthday wishes for you. And I was also going to do, I think, these little flowers. Have a look. Right. Stamp sticky bits off the back. I have to be really patient when I'm sticking the labels on because me and my eyes, sometimes I don't line them up straight and then they're a bit of a bugger. Because once you've stuck them down, you cannot move them. Right, Gorgeous Grape then. I'm just going to stamp it on here to see what it looks. Oh, that is really nice, the font on there. So just give it a little tap. That end looks a bit straighter, so I'm just going to go on there. Oh, how nice is that? Can you see? That font's really nice. It's going to go on there. And then I was thinking about doing these little flowers. Now, they would be better actually doing them in stamp right markers. And then you can get the flowers and also the leaves in different colours. So just let me grab. We've got, that's an old one. There we go. We've got, nope, how am I pulling out all old ones? I want to use the ones that you can get hold of. Garden green, there we go. We've got a garden green and we have a gorgeous grape. Do we have a gorgeous grape? No, we don't have a gorgeous grape. But I think what would look nice is, you know, when I bought some new ones and I can't find them. Hang on, is that the new one? Nope. There it is. It's right at the bottom. Garden green and Rococo rose. Now let's just bob this on a block. And all you do with these, you can't do this with blends, but you can do it with stamp right markers. So I'm just going to colour in the flowers, and it doesn't harm your stamps in any way. And it just, you just use your chamois or your cleaning scrub. Just going to go over them. Can't really see because this is nearly the same colour as the red rubber, but let's go over it a couple of times like that. And then we'll do the leaves, you can see them. There we go. Right, let's see what this stamp's like. So I'm just going to put it along here. Oh, wow. I like that. That is nice. That's going to layer up on there. Right. So I want a piece of gorgeous grape, a piece of silver, and what I think I will do is bring out my little mini tiny baby trimmer. Oh, I love this trimmer. He is so cute. Right. You can only do small things on it because it only goes up to 4 1/4 on there, but it's so handy, especially when you're filming and you just want to use it. So that's going to be 3 1/4. So I want, should that go on there like that? Yeah, so 3 1/2. That is the top next one, isn't it? Yeah, 3 1/2. Make sure that goes on. Yep. And that was 1 inch, so I want, make sure I've got it the right way around. Right, so I want 1 1/4. So 1 1/4 there. Oops. Just be careful of this because it is extremely sharp. Got 1 1/4, and then I don't want a massive thing, so I'm going to do 1 3/8 by, what was the length of this again? It was 1 1/2, wasn't it? So we'll do 1 1/2, 1 5/8. Is that right? 3 1/4, 3 1/2, 5/8. Right, so let's have a look. Yes, they layer up nice on there. I'm just going to stick these down. Quite excited the other day when I did my live. Not a live, didn't do a live, I did a YouTube video like this one on my catalogue haul. So I can't wait to start playing with the new goodies. I've had a little play with some stuff. So, yep, that just goes on there. That's nice. I like that. So that's going to go across there. And for this, I need dimensionals. And because we're only sticking it to one side, I just sort of like put my fingers there. So I know I only want dimensionals on this bit. That way I know it's not going to stick to the card. So I will, and I will put more than I should do because I really want it to stick. Nothing worse than giving somebody a card and it fell to pieces. So I've gone over the top with dimensionals, so I'm sure many of my fellow demonstrators would be gasping in horror at how many I've put on, but never mind. When you do something, you like to make sure it sticks, especially on a card like this, because if this was going through the post, you'd want to make sure it was secure. So then I just make sure I just look down and just see where my dimensionals are. And I'm just going to line it up like that. That looks about in the middle. There we go. Is that looking good? So I'm liking that. So this was going to be somebody called Lisa, whose birthday's coming up. So if I quickly show you how I did the name, I've got these, and these are called Playful Alphabet dies. And as you can see, I've just put them in a stamp case. This way, it lessens the chance of me losing anything, because I've got magnetic sheets in here. So we've got an L, an I, an S, and the A. So I'll take those out, put that out the way. And these are the sheets. I don't know if they'll all fit on there. Will they all fit on there? Yes. And all you do with this is